Good morning and happy Friday. TGIF everyone. TGIF. Happy Friday. So I know it's going to be a hot one. So I've got the hair pulled up and I've got my eye makeup done. I'm just going to apply this foundation really quickly. And I'm going to talk about the no-go zone. The no-go zone. I'm really curious to know. Oh man, I forgot to wet my beauty sponge. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I hate when I do that. I hate when I forget. Okay, so if you're watching the replay, please put a 2 in the comments and let me know that you watched. I haven't seen anyone hop on just yet. That's okay. I've just gotten started and this isn't even part of the actual demonstration yet. I just thought I would start on the foundation to give people time to hop on. I will zoom in just a little bit as soon as I have this applied. I sprayed my foundation brush with setting spray in case you were wondering what I did there, because that is going to help give you a hydrated finish. And if you're over 40 like me, 47 here, you know hydration is super important to your dry skin. We get drier usually as we get older. If you're hopping on, please say hi and let me know you're watching. I will do the no-go zone. I'll explain it all in just a moment. Let me get this foundation applied and we will hop right into it. Now that I've got the foundation on, I'm going to take my dampened beauty sponge and just tap it all over, bounce it off the skin to pick up any excess product, but also to help smooth out that application from the brush. There could be some brush strokes left behind from the brush. So this is why we tap this in with the beauty sponge, a dampened beauty sponge. Make sure it's damp. You don't want it to be too wet because then it's going to make your foundation look patchy. So drag it down onto the neck. Make sure you fade it out so you don't have a makeup line across your jawline. And I like to go onto the ear a little bit as well. Okay, so the no-go zone. Ever heard of it? Even if you're watching replay, tell me in the comments if you've heard of the no-go zone on your face. Okay? I actually just saw this myself not too long ago. And I'm gonna explain why we do this. Okay, I'm taking my cream contour. Now I know that a lot of women, especially women over 40, are scared of contour. Hi Gina, good morning, happy Friday. I like to take it and put it on a brush because then it's easier to apply. I have more control over the product. I don't like to put the stick directly to my face. So I'm gonna get some product on a small brush. Sometimes I put it on the back of my hand and use a brush, either way. Okay, if you're hopping on, please say hi. All right, so let me tuck this hair behind my ears so that I can show you better. I'm gonna take this spatula and draw an imaginary line coming out from the corner of my mouth, going up the side of my cheek to the tip of my ear. Okay, do you see this? This is the imaginary line right here. So you don't wanna go below here. This is the no-go zone. You do not want to place your contour below the no-go zone. So I'm going to apply the contour above the no-go zone. Okay? Then I like to take, you can take a foundation brush or a beauty sponge. I think I'm gonna use my foundation brush to blend out the contour. I'm going to use the same one that I used for my foundation, but I'm going to wipe it off first. Okay, so then you want to go up with it. Okay, you don't want to blend down. You want to blend up. You're tapping it in and kind of doing like a slight flick of the wrist in an upward motion. But now do you see that this is above the no-go zone? Because the no-go zone goes from the corner of your lip up to the top of your ear. So you want to go above there. So then you're going to take, I'm going to take this and go to my nostril. And this is where we want to place our blush. Let me grab the blush I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use this Prestige Liquid Blush. And I am going to go ahead and just tap it onto my face because I'm not going to use a lot. Okay, so the blush, you're going to place it from the nostril towards the ear, and then take your blush and place it above where you did your contour. And I'm going to show you another little trick. I haven't done my concealer under my eyes just yet. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. I'm just blending out the blush right above where the contour is. But you see this area right here that doesn't look so great? We're going to take our concealer. Good morning. If you're hopping on, please say hi. I'm going to do 3 small dots. Good morning, Amy. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to tap out the concealer. I'll do the other side of the face in just a moment for anyone who is just hopping on and not sure what I've done so far. I am just buffing in that concealer. And now I'm going to take my dampened beauty sponge and just blend everything nicely. Kind of melt it together, if you will. Okay, so let's try to do the other side. The no-go zone, have you ever heard of it? Yes or no in the comments. I've got a piece of hair right here on the, there we go. I think oh, got it. Okay, so when you take and draw an imaginary line from the corner of your lip up towards your ear, below this line is the no-go zone. You do not want to place any contour or blush if you're over 40 especially, because you want to lift and sculpt your face. So there is the line. Hi Angela Bayer, how are you? And then I'm blending this upwards. You can use a dampened beauty sponge. I'm using my foundation brush, but you want to tap it in and do like a slight flicking of the wrist in an upward motion. That's your contour. Okay. Then you take an imaginary line from your nostril towards your ear, and that's where you want to place your blush. So we're going to blend this out, and I haven't done my concealer yet, so if I mess up with the blush, if I get too much, which is the reason I don't usually put the product directly on my face, I usually put it on the back of my hand. But if you're in a hurry and you don't have time for that, you just want to put it on, go for it. And then we'll do the concealer, which will help tone it down and help blend everything together. I'm just going to do 3 small dots of the concealer. So this is your no-go zone. Do not put your contour in this area because it is going to draw your face downward. You want to give it a nice lift. We're lifting the cheeks and the eyes. I think it's a pretty simple concept. I saw it the other day and I was like, oh, that's great. I have to tell everybody about this. I didn't invent it. I just saw it. I was like, I need to tell everybody about it because I know that contour scares a lot of people. So perhaps this will help. All right, so once I've got that concealer blended in, I'm just gonna take my dampened beauty sponge now and just go back over everything, kind of melting it all together. Now, if you want like a youthful glow, at this point, you could do some liquid highlight. So I'm gonna take some liquid highlight on a small brush. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first. Liquid highlight on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna take a brush and go to the high point of the cheek and just tap a little bit on there. Just be careful if you've got a lot of wrinkles in that area or fine lines. You don't want to put highlight on top of wrinkles and fine lines. It's going to highlight and accentuate it. So I'm putting it right here on the high point of the cheek. I'm going to put a little bit on the nose. And that just gives a slight glow. It's not anything overpowering. Again, I'm taking my dampened beauty sponge and just kind of melting everything together so that it all blends in nicely. Okay, so recap, because I'm gonna finish the rest off camera. Draw an imaginary line from the corner of your lip up towards the tip of your ear. I maybe even went a little bit too low here. So I'm just learning this one myself too, just a tiny bit. So that's where the line would go. So I need to probably come out this way just a little bit more with the contour. So I'll try that again tomorrow, because as we practice, we get better, right? And creams and liquids are gonna be great for mature skin and for the extremely hot temperatures we're having right now in Alabama in July. I'm just gonna take a little bit of setting powder now and just set under the eyes. So I hope you learned something new today. I hope this was valuable. I hope you'll try it. And I hope you guys have a great Friday. Bye.